Welcome back to my lecture series. This is Muthuminal R, Assistant Professor from the Department of Agricultural Engineering at SNS College of Technology. Today we'll see the continuity on the previous lecture video, that is disaster cycle, after which the topic which we are gonna see today is disaster risk reduction from the subject disaster management under the unit approaches to disaster risk reduction for the students of final year 7th semester. Before going into the session, let us have a small recap on what we have seen at the previous class. We have seen what is disaster cycle, what are the stages involved under disaster cycle, that are preparedness, and how we are gonna respond and how we are gonna recover, and what are the main circle that we have to consider, that is mitigation. So these are the 4 stages that we have seen under disaster cycle. Today we'll see how we can reduce the risk that gonna happen under disaster risk reduction category. So the main growing threat of disaster is the frequency and the intensity of natural disasters are on very much rise, which will impact the climate change, as I have shown in this picture. Here you guys can also see that under 2019 alone, the disaster has triggered 24.9 million displacements worldwide, forcing countless individuals from their homes and livelihoods. So this could intensify the hazards such as floods, droughts, storms and heat waves, making the disaster risk reduction more critical than ever. So what we have to do under this disaster risk reduction is we have to take up a main strategy. The core strategies of reducing these disasters are under 3 kinds, that is risk reduction assessment, early warning system, and preparedness and education. Under risk assessment, what we have to do in the sense, we have to initially identify the hazard and understand where and how this hazard might strike and which community will be most susceptible. Under the early warning system, we have to make sure that we are to provide communities with crucial advance notice of impending threats. That means that our main motto under this early warning system will be saving lives through the timely alerts. After these 2 categories, we have to be prepared and educated by empowering the communities to act under the occurrence of disaster. So this could be happened with the help of multifaceted approach. That means that this strategy will be focusing on understanding, anticipating, mitigating the impacts of the hazards. Under preparedness and education, while empowering the communities, we are going to empower the individuals and groups with the resources to respond effectively under the disaster strikes. So the success stories of turning this is Timber Lessons Resilient Roads. Through the innovation design, road infrastructure has been adapted to withstand landslide risk, protecting the critical transport routes and the livelihoods dependent on them. So here I have shown you the occurrence of this kind of risk due to landslides before the condition and after the condition. That means that we have been designing under this condition so that we can save the thousands of lives annually by enabling timely evacuations and protective measures. So our role under disaster risk reduction is going to be not own role, that is not solely due to the responsibility of governments or large organizations. It is a shared commitment that requires the active every individual. What we have to do here in the sense, we have to invest our knowledge, understand the local risk and the strategies to reduce these kinds of risk. So this means that only after we have analyzed and understand the problem, we will be very clear that what is going to be the impact of that occurrence. So if that's the case, if we are very keen in understanding that occurrence of problem, obviously we will have to provide some solution to avoid that local risk. So this avoidance could be done with the help of strategies that comes under disaster risk reduction. At the second status, we have to develop personal community emergency plans. So in order to enhance the preparedness condition, what we are gonna do here in the sense, we will form a group of NGOs who are in the surrounding locals. So if there is going to be any impact at that stage, these NGO people who have been signed up for reducing the risk will provide them certain solutions and will also train them while the occurrence of these kinds of disaster. So these will come under the preparedness concept. And at the third stage, we have to always support sustainable development by advocating policies that reduce vulnerability. So, together, by embracing these principles, we can significantly reduce the impact of disasters by protecting future generations and also by building a truly safer place with lesser risk due to the impact of disaster. So, this is what I have prepared for today's class. If you guys have any kind of doubt or anything, ping me anytime. See you at the next class. Thank you.